Jay, first game for Greg McKegg today. What does he add to your lineup?
He adds a lot. He was pretty good. Really hard in the puck. He's got speed. He's smart. Plays in all situations. Terrific in the face-off circle. Was creative. I thought that line was excellent. I remember him obviously when he was with Charlotte, and then obviously watching him play in New York last year, and just a terrific hockey player. Really kind of an elite level hockey player at this level.
Jakub Lauko, his offensive talents are obvious. How would you say he's doing with the other parts of the game, the defensive parts and all of that? How does he look?
There's times where I think it's good, and I think there's times where it needs some work. I think we have to remember he's 20, and he's a young professional. So he certainly has offense. He certainly has speed, some physicality. I think you saw that in the first as well. And then there are definitely times, and we talk regularly on it, where he's able to do the good things in the D zone. There's some other times where he's having to look at it and work on it. So it's a work in progress, but at the same time, I think by no means is it something that can't be corrected, and something that he doesn't want.
Oscar Steen, I don't know if I've seen him play a feistier game today than he did today. And he really got some people rubbed him the wrong way. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, he's feisty as it gets. It starts in the face-off circle. He wants to win every single one of those face-offs, and that can lead to some jabs and some pushes and some shoves, and it kind of starts and it begins from there. But he's just a competitive guy by nature. He's always been that way ever since we saw him a couple of years ago, and very effective with his speed and his inside game. It's tough to play against guys that are relentlessly doing that game in, game out. He's one of those guys.
And lastly, you separated the D pairing of Lyle and Ashan. What was your thinking there?
Let's see. We want to make sure that both those guys are supported in the right ways. I think we've got two excellent, as we've talked about earlier, developers in Tommy Cross and Dids, and I think by no means were Brady and Jack hard time together. But I also think it does help the two young kids to be with some veteran presence that can really kind of help them along, especially like in a stretch like this where we're playing a lot, and kind of reminds them of the details that they need to work on. I actually thought both pairings were pretty good tonight. And it also allows, I think, both kids to maybe use some of their offensive abilities a little bit more freely, because you've got a guy back there beside them that's pretty responsible, and Dids and TC, and so it kind of frees them up a little bit to really use some of their offensive instincts.